Great. Good morning, everyone. I'm pretty excited to be here with you all this morning, and I'm happy to be the person in charge, to welcome you all to this event and an entire exciting week that we're going to be living in El Salvador. Not a regular week, of course, a historical week in our country. I want to start also by thanking the organizers of this event, the sponsors, for allowing us have this very important conversation around Bitcoin, the opportunities that it generates, and where we're headed. The government of El Salvador is honored to have you all here and wishes that you enjoy your time in our beautiful country. We're really excited to learn about all the work that you guys are doing all over the world in Bitcoin, on the Lightning Network, and any other latest technological development, so that together we can work to transform the lives of citizens in El Salvador, but also around the world. El Salvador is going through a fast-paced digital transformation. Maybe it's obvious, but it's important to say it. The commitment of our government is to incorporate innovation and the adoption of technology in everything that we do. We believe that by doing that, we're going to generate a faster economic growth. We're going to accelerate the economic growth, and very importantly, and what's more important for our government, is that we're going to improve the quality of the lives of our population. We're very proud to see that through the adoption of Bitcoin as a second currency in our country, El Salvador is back in the news. And for a long period of time, as you know, the news about El Salvador were not necessarily positive. Now there is a good reason why El Salvador is in the news, and it's because El Salvador is being at the forefront of financial technology. Internally, adopting technology as a legal tender and developing technological solutions in order to use this cryptocurrency has provided, in a very short period of time, the financially excluded population access to payments and saving services, transforming in a very short period of time the lives of Salvadorans. I had the opportunity to meet with some investors yesterday, and I was sharing how in a short period of time, a small merchant that maybe many of you have already had the opportunity to meet in the interior of our country, they are now from one day to another being able to access payments, being able to accumulate assets, and not only that, they are able to have reports of their sales and their payments to providers the same way as a huge multinational company has been doing for many years. And that's one of the most important reasons and the whole purpose of what we do in the government of President Nayib Bukele. But we're also seeing a lot of interest of investors, not only in the technology sector, the tourism sector, the real estate, and we're very happy to see this finally happening in our country because this is going to be a source of new employments and better employments for our population. Unfortunately, as you might know, El Salvador has been the country that grew the least for many years in the Central American, if we compare it ourselves with the Central American region. And I'm happy to report that this year, El Salvador will be one of the countries that is going to grow the most, with a 9% projected GDP growth for this year. And to be consistent with what I was mentioning about the fact that innovation and technology is part of our everyday job within the government, together with 10 government institutions, we are working to eliminate all the red tape that unfortunately has been one of the main barriers to growth in El Salvador. When we first came into this government, millions of dollars were stuck in a ministry of any ministry you can imagine, in the drawer of a technical person from that ministry. We're now working with 10 institutions to make sure that everything that's not needed, it's eliminated, to make sure that we simplify as much as we can to facilitate that access to our investors, and making sure that we then transfer all the procedures that are really necessary to the digital world, allowing investors and entrepreneurs access to our government services in the more expedited fashion. At the end, what we're seeing is that the work that we're doing is already resulting in more agile responses and services for the establishment, for the operation, and for the growth and expansion of local and foreign firms. And today, I'm happy to share with you that El Salvador is also setting the ground to become a digital and technological hub in the near future. By creating the human talent that responds to the market demand, something that didn't happen before, developing an enabling legal framework, providing tax breaks to companies, and ensuring the appropriate digital connectivity, quality energy services, El Salvador aims to become a digital nation. A nation where successful local and foreign startups are born and companies can grow. We believe El Salvador has all the potential to host companies that are part of the crypto ecosystem, those companies that provide tech outsourcing of software development and other technological services, and leverage artificial intelligence to create innovative solutions for the private and public sector. I'm also happy to share, and I'm happy to be that person who brings most of the time that good news to the people. We have made partnerships already, very important partnerships, with companies like Amazon Web Services and Microsoft, and the majority of our higher education institutions in order to provide free access to education to our youth. Our goal is to educate, train, and upskill youth to generate not only the talent that we need today, but the talent to prepare for the talent for the future, and with the end goal of improving the quality of life of our citizens and every household in the country. As many of you know, it is projected that by 2030, there will be a global shortage of more than 85 million tech workers, and El Salvador is decided to benefit from this huge opportunity. El Salvador has a lot to offer to its investors, and I am going to apologize ahead of time if I'm going to repeat things that you already heard 100 times, but we do believe that El Salvador has a lot to offer to investors. I would like to share just a few of the factors that we consider are important and are attractive and can be strategic for investors. Our geostrategic location easily and rapidly connects us to all parts of the world. We have a dollarized economy, and of course, recently we have Bitcoin as a second legal tender. Our main asset is our talent, is our people. We have a highly committed and productive young talent. And I'm not saying this because I'm the Minister of Economy. I'm saying it because this is what every single company, either local or international, from the US or Europe, that's what they come to us and share with us as one of the main reasons why they are established here in El Salvador. We also have special investment regimes with fiscal incentives in the manufacturing and the services sector. We have a very solid financial system that facilitates transactions and provides certainty to investments. We have a green and diverse energy matrix with an estimated of 85% of our energy production generated in 2020 from renewable sources. And very importantly, we have the best waves, right, Minister? Best waves and sightseeing places in the world. So the stars have aligned. Our economy is going through a solid recovery. We're better off, actually, than where we were before the pandemic. We are registering better performance indicators, and we're expecting the growth I mentioned earlier, 9% in our production. We're expecting a 21% growth in our exports. And also, we have a government that implements a holistic and innovative approach towards addressing the barriers to economic growth in the past, but it's also visionary and looking at those opportunities that are currently there. So now, we invite you all to work with us and be part of El Salvador's digital transformation, and to also become ambassadors of our country and share with others about this new version of El Salvador. Thank you very much. Have a good day.